I remember a man who was a Hindu with his hands to his face watching his business, it was a travel agent's, burning. There were also other people informing me sometimes that the areas that were being targeted belonged to Muslims.
This is exactly what the authorities hoped would never happen. The streets have become a battleground. The grief and anger at yesterday's murders has boiled over into violence, looting, and religious hatred.
There was this sense of absolute lawlessness. It was a free-for-all. I remember seeing the police here and there, very, very disengaged. I didn't see anybody, from what I remember, trying to stop the setting fire to things and the looting.
On the worst day of the violence, when murder and looting were taking place all across the city, we saw policemen just standing by, watching what was happening, but doing nothing to try to stop it.
One of my colleagues in the team was having quite regular phone calls with a contact of his. It was someone, I understand, who was high up in the police force, and they were giving information to my colleague that they'd been told, let it happen. There will be a reaction to what happened in Godhra, let it happen. And we were hearing that those orders to let all this happen were coming from the top.
कल शाम के बाद काफी मात्रा में हिंसक वारदातों में कटौती आई है। दिन गया है। मुझे लगता है कि स्थिति सामान्य होने में तेजी आएगी।
Did Mr. Modi do enough to stop the violence? I think that that's something he has to answer for, depending on how you look at it. He oversaw mass violence or was not able to stop it. Questions remained over Mr. Modi's head for a long time, and they remain over him now.
Did the police under your command do enough to stop the riots?
Not only enough, but excellent work they have done.
Excellent work.
Excellent work they have done. Within 72 hours, we were able to control such a violence.
More than 500 people dead, most of them innocent civilians, and you're calling this excellent work?
I'm not happy what happened, but what we have done, I'm happy.
Everyone we've spoken to have said that the police did absolutely nothing.
This is absolutely false propaganda. This is not the truth.
As questions grew around Mr. Modi's actions, attention turned to his past.
RSS stands for Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh, the Association of Indian Volunteers.
The RSS is a political organization. It believes that this is a country of the Hindus.
The RSS was formed in 1925 to unite Hindu society and spread Hindu culture, but the Boy Scout image is deceptive. Based on principles of discipline, patriotism, and unquestioning obedience, the RSS seeks to establish the superiority of Hindus over all other races in India.
RSS took shape in the 1920s, when in Europe we saw a movement that will result in fascism in Italy, Nazism in Germany.
They liked the idea of the supremacy of the race theory, which was created by the European fascists, and also the idea of creating a common enemy. For the RSS, the enemy were the Muslims.
Today, RSS is not anti-Muslim, but definitely pro-Hindu, and they believe in the glorious past of this country, and they believe in the idea of national reconstruction. The very core cultural values of this country, now they are being called Hindu value system. people can have any way of worship, but if they believe in that value system, they are very much part of India.
RSS always recruits children, very young boys, because they want to tell them who they are when they are still malleable. To reshape the psyche of the youth is very important. So Narendra Modi joined when he was very young.
After school, he would participate in the activities of the young wing of the RSS. That is how he got attracted.
Gradually, he has climbed all the ladder of all the posts of responsibility. And at a very young age, Modi is a product of the RSS. He has learned his politics, his lifestyle.
He made a mark for himself, and so he was deputed to the Bharatiya Janata Party, or the BJP, which is the political affiliated organization of the RSS.
As the violence subsided, stories began to emerge about what had happened to some of the victims. In this largely Muslim neighborhood, more than 100 people had sought shelter in a house to escape a Hindu mob. Imtiaz Pathan and his family were among them.
मारो काटो बूम बहुत ज़्यादा क्राउड बहुत आवाज़ें थी ने भी थोड़ा उनको पथराव किया 2 नंबर मकान था 3 नंबर 4 नंबर वो लोग जलाने लग गए थे यहाँ पे पूरी सोसाइटी के लोग बचने के लिए यहीं पर आ गए थे फिर सारी जो औरतें थी वहाँ चिल्ला रही थी बहुत आवाज़ था मैं डरा था हमारा गुनाह क्या है क्या गुनाह हम मुस्लिम इसके लिए आज मुसलमान के घर पैदा हुए उसका गुनाह
The house belonged to a Muslim former Congress Party MP, Ishan Jafri.
लोग चिल्ला रहे थे कि जाफरी को ढूंढो जाफरी को मारो जाफरी कहाँ है जाफरी कहाँ है यानी कि एक एमपी थे तो वो हिसाब से कि थोड़ा बचत होएगी पुलिस आएगी ये चीज़ यहाँ पर इनका एक टेबल था बड़ा और यहाँ पर भी किताबें लगी हुई थी और यहाँ पर उनका लैंडलाइन नंबर था और एक डायरी थी उनकी यहाँ से उन्होंने फ़ोन कॉल कर रहे थे पूरे नेताओं को कांग्रेस के लीडरों को यहाँ के जितने उनके कांटेक्ट थे भाजपा के लीडरों को पुलिस के बड़े अफसरों को फ़ोन किए कोई मदद आई नहीं थी उन्होंने नरेंद्र मोदी को फ़ोन लगाया तो मिला मिनिस्टर थे तो उन्होंने क्या जवाब दिया तो जाफरी साहब बिल्कुल मायूस हो गए जैसे उनका चेहरा उतर जाता मायूस हो जाता है इंसान कैसा हो जाता है शायद मैंने बोले सर नरेंद्र मोदी को फ़ोन लगाया और अब शब्द गालियाँ बोल रहा है बदतमीजी कर रहा है जाफरी साहब ने बोला कि अब कोई मदद आने वाली नहीं है बस यही लग रहा था कि अब एंड है ख़त्म हो जाऊंगा अभी जाफरी साहब तो करके उनका जो किचन था वहाँ पर गए वहाँ पे जाके दंगाइयों को बोला कि अगर तुमको मुझको मारने से संतोष होता है तो मैं बाहर आ रहा हूँ तुम ये औरतें बच्चे और इनको छोड़ दो तब हमने काफ़ी रोका जाफरी साहब को कि मत जाओ आप पर जाफरी साहब नहीं माने उनकी गर्दन काटी उनको बहुत सारे सब अलग कर दिया था